My name is Andrea Schmitz. I'm a recently graduated chemical engineering co-op student from the University of Alberta. I've been out of school for about a year now, and I currently work as a process engineer in training at the Shell Scotford complex, just north of Edmonton. So in my current role at Shell, I work in the energy and greenhouse gas team, where a large part of my job is developing projects to reduce our energy usage and CO2 emissions across site, which is really cool because I do work in the oil and gas sector, but I actually get to do a lot of kind of green technologies and looking into ways to make the site more sustainable, which is something I'm really proud of. So a large part of my job is also working with the team and then communicating the technology side over to other groups within Shell, so maybe the finance side or the business team. And so it's really good experience to be able to take that technical knowledge and be able to explain it to lots of different people, which is something that engineers especially can be really good at. So something I really like about chemical engineering is the versatility behind it. With the program, I got this toolkit of knowledge of how the technical stuff works. So really understanding how we move molecules about and how we transform molecules into what we want to get. And then also being able to take that up to a higher level and communicate that all around. And so with chemical engineering, there's so many jobs that you can do, whether that's maybe hands-on field work, design work, safety, project management, project development. And when I was applying for jobs when I graduated, I applied for all sorts of different jobs, and I had the skills and the abilities to do those jobs. So it really made me feel really free to kind of just do whatever I wanted to do and not feel trapped into like doing a certain type of job. So one thing I really liked throughout my degree is how many electives I got to take. The chemical engineering program specifically, it gives a lot more electives than some of the other ones, which means I was free to choose courses that fit with my interests and what I wanted to take, not just the courses that you have to take. So for example, I took a course in rural sociology, in fuel cells, in environmental impact assessment, which gave me unique skills that make me stand out from other people who graduated. And being able to stand out is really important when you're trying to find a job. So I'm really glad I had the opportunity to take courses I was really interested in. So I was a co-op student, which is a big reason why I have the job I have today, so I highly recommend it. I did 8 months doing construction materials testing up in Cold Lake, Alberta. 4 months I spent as a research intern in Germany studying fiber-filled materials, and then 8 months at the Shell site where I work now doing the same work. And through co-op, I developed a lot of skills that I still use today that I would have no other opportunities to develop. Really those kind of hands-on technical skills that you maybe can't learn at school. And then I also just had the chance to build my network that I just wouldn't be able to have, and was crucial for me being able to get a job when I did graduate, which I was really, really happy with. And then also it's just kind of easier to get those opportunities while you are in school, doing things like research abroad. It's easiest to do it while you're in school, so I definitely recommend doing it if you can. So one piece of advice I give to first years is one that maybe I didn't like when I was in first year, and that's find your passion. I didn't have a passion. I don't think I still have a passion, but I have things that I like and things that I know that I'm good at. So if you can find things like that, that is really going to help you be able to set yourself up to succeed and kind of follow those things that you like, and then you can figure out your plan. So for me, it was like I like working in a team. I like green technology and sustainability. I like thinking outside the box and creative thinking. So even though those don't seem like really big passions, using those kinds of skills that I have, I was able to better set myself up. So I kind of wish I'd taken time earlier on to look within myself to find those things that I cared about to help myself create a plan. So throughout my degree, I was pretty involved in campus. I spent all 5 years with the Engineering Student Society. And something else that I did was getting involved with a more technical project, which was called Project Bio 6, which is aiming to create biodegradable plates out of waste materials from the beer brewing industry. And that was such a unique experience because it was working kind of in a startup point of view and really having to use my technical abilities, because as one of the few engineers in that group, I was like the technical go-to person, which was really exciting and had to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone. So I really loved being able to have those really unique opportunities that are really hard to get once you leave university. So when I came into university, I was planning on going into chemical engineering. I kind of done a little bit of research in high school, looking at what the jobs were like, and I thought, yeah, I can work in a plant. That seems like it'll suit me. But I knew I also kind of wanted to look into water treatment, and I wasn't really sure where I wanted to end up finally. So I spent some time looking at the other disciplines, like environmental engineering was one I really looked at. But what really finally drew me to chemical engineering was that it seemed like chemical engineers were really all over the place and doing everything. And that really drew me towards it because I didn't feel like I'd be limited to, one specific industry or one specific type of job. It seemed like I would have kind of lots of options when I graduated, which I do. So I've been really happy with it.